sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Fast 10, Fast Furious.
Well, that happened.
Welcome to late night.
Late night movie review.
Your first very own late night movie review.
We're doing a late night movie review that is not current.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night, Date Night, Daytime, Day Grind. Wherever you are, whenever you are.
Fast 10.
However you are. Go on to get straight into
Fast X.
I can't even hear myself. Let's see.
Hey, turn that shit up. Why is it so long right now? All right, there we go.
That is the normal intro.
I know.
We're just so amped to get into this late night review. So it's
Fast X.
So it's like 3 some odd in the morning, and Keoh and I just went through the experience that is Fast X.
The Xiest.
We felt so inclined that we needed to share it with all of you. We've talked about doing a movie review show for a while, and we may get there, we may not, but the podcast is here.
Mm-hmm. We're going to do a review on the podcast.
And we just went through a cultural movement.
It's the best fucking movie that's ever been created. Look,
all jokes aside, we got to get to some fact checks because
I think it's good.
The cast is almost unbelievable. How many actors are in this thing? Almost unbelievable. I made notes because I couldn't believe it. The funniest thing was that when this started, we almost for a moment thought it was going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
We were like, hold up. Wait a minute.
It tricked me. It tricked us. I thought it was going to be good. I was like, yo, first 30 minutes, what?
I mean, first of all, let's just set the stage. The Fast and the Furious movies, love them or hate them, they are a global phenomenon.
Yes.
One of the biggest franchises in movies ever.
Indeed.
It's the global box office numbers are through the roof. The fact that they've gotten to 10 plus movies, because let's not forget Tokyo Drift. Let's not forget Hobbs and Shaw. This is like franchise on franchise. Unreal. What are just your reactions? We literally just watched the credits roll. We are fresh off the movie.
I would just like to preface that I love the Fast movies prior to like 5 or like 5 and before. Listen, those movies.
5. Just the fact that we're saying 5 and before is like outrageous.
They have a special place in my heart. They're great. I like seeing all the cool cars. Love Vin Diesel. Love Paul Walker. Now everybody's in the movie, which is cool. You know, literally everybody.
Even R.I.P. Paul Walker had a new scene in this movie. Like if you blink, you don't even realize. I had to remember that he isn't alive. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. And it wasn't a flashback scene. It was the opening scene.
Paul Walker's in it. So
he's in
there's
it.
That.
He's in it. Do you want me just to go through the cast for the people? Is that what we're going to start with?
Yeah, briefly. Don't do everybody, please.
It's not brief. I have to hit all of the names because there's so many. We have to go through all of at least the notable names.
How many? I'm capping you at 12.
No. There's more than that.
We're not doing all of them.
Go through your next topic because I just want to highlight to the people.
We're not.
How many big names?
We're not doing it, guys. There's so many. If you've already seen this because this is the world's latest review, we're not going to go through everybody who got a paycheck for this movie because you can do that by IMDbing it yourself.
Let's just talk about the opening. So there were some scenes. Charlize Theron. First of all, she doesn't know how to be bad. Her scenes, they're always good.
Yeah, she's great.
She probably, I'm going to give her my number one. She was excellent. She never is bad.
That's fair.
So she was probably the best in the movie.
Jason Momoa?
Oh, this is probably the most I was excited about that movie, having not seen it, was Jason Momoa. If you don't know Jason Momoa, Aquaman,
Great.
huge movie.
He's great. He's great.
He's
man.
great in a
awesome.
lot of things. I think he fell short on this one.
I saw what he was trying to do.
I did.
I saw what he was trying to do. I think maybe what the role that he was given was just
He's the villain.
You couldn't be great. Like, you know, like it.
I don't know. He just, his character, I just felt like for me,
there was a lot of choices made. He had moments.
He was
he had
very
good
like,
moments. He had good
over
moments.
the top,
but
flamboyant. He had a
most of them,
little sass to him.
those moments were real bad for me, man.
Some I found interesting, some I found funny. Some of them I just felt were quirky and didn't land for me.
That's a nice way to put it.
Surprisingly, Vin Diesel brought more than I expected. I enjoyed
Vin Diesel's my favorite one in like every one of them.
some
He's
of them.
hilarious.
Though, some of them he doesn't land. He was peaking. He was peak Vin in this one.
Listen, it's the Vin Diesel show. Like
It is.
It is like
It's a theme park in a movie theater, and you're on for a ride.
First of all, I had to immediately tell myself that everybody in this movie who is a main character or an actor you've seen on something else is a superhero. This is a superhero movie.
It is, plus cars.
This is a superhero
Plus
with cars
fight scenes.
movies. It's Transformers, but the cars don't transform.
They don't need
The
to.
superhero is the person behind the wheel.
And family.
Yes, and family. Always family.
Family is the superhero.
But there is so many things that are beyond impossible happening on screen every single scene that you really just have to like let
not even being engrossed in the plot. We had to hit rewind multiple times because
Wait,
all of a sudden we were in another city, another group of the fast team. We'd go from Portugal to Rome to Rio to the U.S., Antarctica, black sites. I mean, you blink and you're in another place in the globe, another set, another fast crew.
Yeah, fast moves fast.
That statement could not be truer.
Yeah, fast moves very fast, but you really have to let go of your suspension. Like the suspension of disbelief is at an all-time high.
You know you're showing up for a carnival ride, and if you take that attitude, you're gonna have a blast.
At any point, if you think for a second that's not possible, that could never happen, that's stupid, that you're in for a bad time. You're
watching the wrong movie.
Watching the wrong movie. You got to know that all these people can do feats of great strength. Physics is not real.
No.
Physics doesn't exist. Some things are really light for a long time, and then they get really, really heavy and crash into stuff, and then they start moving all light again. The cars don't crash until it's time.
They've got comedy. There's laughs. There's action.
Cars can fall out of planes and land on all fours.
There's memorable family moments. There's table dinners.
Yeah.
There's beers. There's quiet parts. There's loud parts. There's planes, cars, submarines.
I think it's a good movie.
Whoa.
Overall, I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm giving it a hard time. Maybe it's so bad that
maybe the hour, maybe our headspace, but that's a real reaction right there.
It's possible that Jason Momoa's performance was so good, and it's just lost on me because I can't comprehend it.
Maybe you weren't ready for it.
I think it's me.
Well,
I think it's probably my fault.
We didn't have a ton of qualms, so like let me highlight some of the cast. Obviously, Vin Diesel, Jason Momoa is your villain. Alan Ritchson, Jack Reacher. If you haven't watched that series, somehow he's in it. Michelle Rodriguez, of course, plays Letty.
All the people are in it from the other 10 movies. Please don't say anybody who's been in the past 8
Okay,
movies.
I want to pop in some, just some highlights. Brie Larson from
the girl who played Letty.
Captain Marvel. No, it's Captain Marvel.
Talking shit. Like the girl who played Letty.
Captain Marvel takes
Vin
it.
Diesel's in it.
Jason Statham pops in.
As he has in the past 5.
Who else? Okay, Scott Eastwood comes in, Clint Eastwood's son. John Cena, he's in one of the last ones, but he obviously pops in.
It's a lot.
Helen Mirren. We've got Dame Helen Mirren. We have English royalty stepping in.
That one's valid.
You think The Rock's going to be in it? No, he's not. Guess what? At the very end, he's in it.
I knew he was going to be in it.
I had my concern he wasn't in it. Who else? Look, they said Bow Wow was in it. I didn't see it, but I bet he was in it. You're right. Everyone from the front. Pete Davidson makes a pop-up appearance.
Everybody's in it, bro. Everybody's in it.
Who
Your
else
favorite
surprised-
actor's in it.
Oh, who else surprised me then? Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. She's in it. I mean, it's like name Hollywood
Lawrence
actor.
Fishburne's in it.
He's probably not, but he probably is.
Robin
Anyone,
Williams
and they're
in
in
it.
it. Mind blowing.
Fucking Marlon Brando.
This is what's interesting too. Is like how far can it go?
Jim Carrey.
I mean, what are some of the longest franchises in movie history? You've got like 007. You've got like Superman, but they change actors.
Yeah, no, not
This
these
is
guys.
what's wild. This is the same cast.
Over and over.
I can't think of anything to compare it to.
Here's the thing. All right. Fast X. Did I love it? I don't think so. When Fast 11 comes out, am I going to see it? Yeah.
That's the thing.
So is it my fault?
That's the thing. We waited till it was on streaming service, but guess what? If they keep making them, I'm gonna keep watching them.
Well, you know what it made me do is it's like, okay, maybe I got to give the last 4 a chance and watch them again. And I'm like, well, no, because in 9 they went to space, and I can't support this. Like, it's getting to the point now where it's like, all right, I gotta say something. I'll still watch. I love you guys, but like, come on,
but you also
make a good one again.
You want to see, okay, what's next? Just when you think that they're not.
Why do
done.
they have to keep getting bigger? Why can't they just have a regular car movie?
What else do you go smaller? Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
We go realer. We go somewhere where cars don't have to do car.
You're
what was
parking
it?
in the wrong town, buddy.
No, dude, fucking the guy, he was doing car maces. Vin Diesel likes to find things on chains, hit them with his car, and then use the things on the ends of the chains as a mace.
He did a triple.
He did it
car whip on
3
this one.
times.
Oh yeah,
he did it 3 times in the movie. Right at the beginning of the movie, within the first 5 minutes, he does it with an entire safe, pulling it with one car. I don't know what kind of chain that was, but man,
it's almost impressive to see.
every link just
What's next?
made out of animanium.
What's next?
I just think that if they lowered the stakes and made more of a movie about street racing again and thievery, there has to be heists.
They brought the submarine back in play. I mean,
Stop doing that.
I just
Stop doing that.
I'm not mad at it. It's got to come. That's where Gal Gadot came in. She's gonna be.
What
back.
about the Batman canoe that fucking kayak that
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena had?
has a canoe strapped on his car that somehow becomes like a air Batmobile.
Like the most high-tech thing I've seen.
It drops out of a commercial plane.
Tony
and
Stark made one of the vehicles in this movie.
It's in like just the carry-on luggage under the plane, and somehow
It flips out into the Batwing.
they drop that thing. They put a couple of shots of vodka in it, and all of a sudden it grows wings and it flies.
That sounds made up. That is not made up. I thought you were kidding, and then I remembered that's real.
No, it's real, buddy.
It has
It
thrusters that
happened.
run.
You just forgot.
That run on little shots of vodka.
I mean, I'd love to tell you that we're making this stuff up. We're not making this up.
Well,
Man,
I didn't fall asleep.
We're gonna wake up tomorrow and maybe this was a dream. I don't know. I don't know.
Jason Momoa. That sucks, man. It's so fun to play the villain, but man, when it doesn't hit.
Well, and I'll say it again. Not seeing the movie, the previews, I was the most excited for his performance, and I probably was the least excited at the end.
He's doing a lot. He's making a lot of choices.
He does do a lot.
Making a lot of choices.
I loved him in his show Frontier. Did you see that one?
No,
That's really
that's the
fucking
thing.
good.
Everything I've seen him in is great.
He's really good. I think he just went for some real
I can't imagine
choices.
a better version of Aquaman.
No.
I
he
hate
was great.
Aquaman sucks. He made Aquaman awesome.
Yeah.
Like Aquaman's great.
I mean, him and Vinny Chase, best Aquaman ever.
Yeah. I think I don't know, man. I can't fully wrap my head around it. I think it's good.
I'm still in kind of shock.
I think I think I just don't understand it. It's just too much for me to comprehend. I blame myself.
Have all the things that you love about those movies. I mean,
it does.
Endless one-liners. Vin Diesel grunts. If you could do a Vin Diesel grunt meter, I was so happy to hear it.
He grunted a lot. He had there was a lot of bad one-liners. There was a couple good ones, which is weird. Usually you miss every time with those, or you hit everyone and they're like 80 to 90% fails, and then they had like two good ones.
2 moments. Favorite moment off the top of your dome, first reaction, and least favorite moment. Whole movie. One of each, off the cuff. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Favorite moment? Favorite moment was probably the Charlize Theron fight scene.
Oh, you fucker, you stole mine. I even made notes. I wrote that down. You didn't do any notes.
I didn't need to do notes to know that was the best part of that movie.
There's a fight scene in the beginning. Charlize Theron takes on a bunch of mercenary dudes, and it's pretty fucking sick.
It's cool.
The elevator fall scene.
Yeah.
When they fall from that whole sequence for me might have been the best sequence in the whole movie.
And it was the only time I didn't hate Jason Momoa.
So no cars, but as far as just an outsider, like just a movie, I was like, this is really good. This could have been in any movie.
Jason Momoa had a good one-liner at the beginning of that entire scene too. And it's literally one of like 1 or 2 good one-liners in the entire movie. And I thought it was going to suck. It was like the first half sucked, and then he saved it with the second half, and I was like, oh, that was a good line. I don't remember it. Sorry.
Okay, so least favorite moment in the whole movie. You just got to pick one.
The movie?
Yeah.
All right, least favorite in the movie. All right, give me a minute. Just give me like 2 seconds. I got this.
My least favorite moment for sure was Vin Diesel. No, not Jason Momoa, our villain, had this one girl captive, and he like throws her back to him. But before he does, he licks her face, and it was just so odd. I really felt like there were moments of it where he was almost playing like his version of Heath Ledger's Joker. And it just like it wasn't there from it just looked so uncomfortable. The moment was just so odd.
I feel like he did that a lot though, with a lot of little moments in the movie where I was like, yeah, that ain't it. But I'd say my least favorite part of the movie was when the most pointless characters in this movie, and others, but especially this one, Tyrese, Ludicrous, and the British chick, got locked out of a fucking garage.
Oh, when
Jason Statham pulls Han in,
having a fight with Jason Statham.
Yeah, the only person who continues to act from Tokyo Drift, pulls Han in, locks them out. Right, they're locked out of the building. Okay, a giant bear cat drives through a wall.
It's like an armored vehicle.
An armored truck, like a massive armored truck, drives through a wall. Loud noises, full-blown shootout. After the gunfire ceases, they finally break through the door that they were stuck at that was on the other side of the building. Like, you didn't hear somebody crash through the wall, like just walk through the hole in the wall. It's right around the corner. It was that kind of stuff, man. Like, between that and any time Ludicrous tried to say some smart shit.
Yeah, Ludicrous, I'll give him second place, least excited for their performance. I give to Ludicrous.
Ludicrous, he tries.
He tries his best.
But they just gave him a bad, I don't know, they give him bad smart lines. Like, give me a smart line that Ludicrous would say. If Ludicrous was a tech genius, don't make him say some fucking Geek Squad shit that sounds like a nerd's supposed to be saying it, and it's Ludicrous saying it. It doesn't make sense. It makes him sound like he's just reading lines.
A lot of people started falling into their own personalities. Like a lot of John Cena, I mentioned during the movie, he's just playing the Peacemaker. He's playing his character in the Peacemaker. He's just the goofy, strong guy now.
how is he supposed to be Dom's brother?
He is. The
him
last
being-
one, I think it was Fast 8 is when you find out he is.
They have to be half brothers. They just don't look anything alike.
Bro, don't question family.
I try not to.
We should have had Coronas.
Yeah,
We're gonna do
they
this
didn't
right.
even have Coronas.
They did in the beginning scene, the family dinner. I wonder if this is in every movie. We'd have to look it up, but there's always a family table scene.
Yeah, it's in every movie.
It's because I mean we're talking about cars
talking
and
about
action,
family.
but what's the movie really about?
Family. It's about family
Yeah.
and really wild sequences.
We haven't mentioned it, but Dom's kid getting kidnapped is a part of the storyline. I don't care about that storyline, but
Yeah, no, it's
didn't wow me.
It's something, man. It's not bad. It's bad. It is bad. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, we knew it was gonna be bad, right? It's just weird.
But I
that
had fun.
I had fun.
I tell you, there wasn't a moment where I was upset that I was watching it.
No, but there was plenty of moments where I was upset what happened.
Yes.
Yes.
But,
like I was still like, all right, we're here, we're good. It is what it is. But there was times where there was so many moments where you're like, are you serious? Like, really? Like,
But I was still glad to watch it.
like I said, Fast 11, see you there. I'm not going to pay for it.
Last night we had Michael Fassbender, the killer, on, and everyone fell asleep. But this movie,
that's
eyes were open.
It's not really fair to him though. I was very tired.
True, but I just want to compare though. That movie,
I will say it's easy to digest. It moves so quickly that if you do fall asleep for 2 seconds, you're not even going to know what's going on with the plot.
it's almost like
But if you don't blink once, you're not going to know what's going on with the plot.
You're not invested, but you are because it's so much is happening so fast.
No, it's not fair. They're running on my nostalgia. I wanted to turn it off 70,000 times, but I actually want to know what happens to the characters.
You know, it's like they've mastered. They took like the ADD mentality of like a really good TikTok, and they somehow made it a 2.5 hour movie. You like they jump character, place. They kept our attention like I was watching a TikTok.
Sometimes I hope that they'll just kill off like one of my favorite characters. Like if they just kill off Dom.
Spoiler alert.
If they just kill off
John
Dom.
Cena.
If they just kill, yeah, okay, my favorite character.
Even we were watching it. I like got up to go get some food and I blinked and you were like, you're like, John Cena's dead. I was like, no, stop it. I was like, stop it. Quit messing with me.
He was so good.
We had to back it up because I didn't believe it. It happened so fast.
Yeah, no, well, we don't know if he's dead. Maybe he rolled out at
he
the
might
last
come
second.
back. He might come back.
There's no deaths in Fast.
If they can bring Letty back, they'll bring anybody
Bro,
back.
Letty was dead. I don't
She's
know
back.
how. Yeah, it's like so dumb.
The people wanted her back. Is anybody complaining now?
No, I love Letty. That relationship is so dumb, and I love it so much.
Because it's it's the foundation of family.
I love it. I just if they kill off Vin Diesel, I'll stop watching them.
I'd like if you and I could get the crosses. We should start wearing the
the John Cena grab his cross as he's flipping through the air.
It's powerful.
Like right before he like goes completely limp and crashes.
Puts his hands up upside down in slow motion, grabs a cross.
Oh my god, bro. It was really something.
I'm gonna be thinking on it.
I can't call it dog shit though. Like I can't be like, don't go see this movie. I'm just gonna say that if
5 minutes ago you said it's really good.
Yeah, but that's because I feel so strongly in the opposite direction that I have to assume that I'm being biased.
Think about it like this though. This franchise, we're talking about 10 plus movies. These are characters you've literally grown up with.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it, we're attached to these characters.
No shit.
We are going on this ride with them. Ride or die.
I think my favorite character was Han.
He's Steady Eddie.
He stays
I'll
out
call
of the
him
way.
Steady Eddie.
Stays out of the way. Has funny little like gimmicks.
They gave him his chip scene, the little snacks.
Yes, they gave him his little stupid like dating app thing. Like
they give him moments.
Yeah,
right.
like he's
Sung Kang is his name.
Yeah,
we gotta
like,
give him a shout out.
He's like Jason Statham steady. Like he can't like. You're not gonna throw him off his game. No bad line is gonna ruin him.
Yeah, Jason Statham, same.
I watched Jason Momoa deliver some very bad lines, very bad. Like they were bad lines. That's not on him. But he also didn't try to save him, or he tried to do too much with them to save him. Whereas those guys like Jason Statham and Han will just throw it away. Like they'll say the throwaway line and they'll know it's stupid and they'll like even like take their time saying it and it's just like you forgive them for it. You're like, oh, that wasn't their fault.
Or Charlize Theron, like her tactic is she's so phenomenal at drama. Even when she said bad lines, I was like, hang on every word. I was like, I just believe it. Anything she says, she's so good.
Yeah, she's good. She's really good. I mean, Vin Diesel was good.
His vocal work was probably some of the best in the series.
Vin Diesel was good. If Vin Diesel wouldn't have been good, I would have stopped watching it. Vin Diesel kept me watching the movie from beginning to end, and they kept him in the movie for the perfect amount of time.
I want to give most jacked to Reacher, Alan Ritchson.
Can I talk about this?
He made Vin Diesel and Jason Momoa. And what surprised me the most was Jason Momoa. He made Jason Momoa look small.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Massive, jacked, shredded.
This guy was claiming to be natty before he realized that TRT was an anabolic steroid.
You don't have to call him out unless you want to.
I clearly want to. I clearly want to. I don't care either way, but brother, I got you confused for John Cena way too many times for you to just sit there and say you're natty. Man,
I even made Keoh rewind and pause a bicep scene of his because I was like, good Lord,
bro,
that dude is
this guy
shredded.
Like John Cena has done it every steroid. I think I really do believe that. Like he looks like he does steroids. And
to be fair, he's a WWE guy. It's part of the culture. Listen, it's part of the show, part of the program.
Dude looks jacked, man. It would be awesome to be that jacked, but he looks like he dabbled.
Richardson looks like a real life G.I. Joe. Him and Reacher, and I guess every role they're throwing him in now, he is a G.I. Joe. If they don't cast him as
I don't think they can afford him, but I hope they
G.I. Joe, then what are we doing in the movie
they
world?
can afford him. He's not.
Yeah, he was probably the best bargain buy the whole movie.
The best bargain buy. Yo,
he's on the come up, so people know him, but he's not there. He's not commanding the paycheck like some of the hard hitters.
Right, but it's like to look like you're on more steroids than The Rock.
They brought him at the end.
Yeah.
They brought The Rock at the end.
Looking less overly jacked than Reacher. And it's the fucking Rock. Like, he's jacked.
All right. We're only going to give you a half hour. I think we've covered this first reaction.
What are you rating it? What are you rating it? Out of 10.
Comparing it to, like, real movies?
I can't even rate it out of 10. I'm going to say...
watchability, I'm going to give it a 9.
I'm going to say if you are in any way inebriated, if you are drunk or whatever you're doing,
if you're with your friends and you want just a good ride to go on, it's a 9.3.
If you like go to book club or you have like you like trivia nights and stuff like that, like chances are you're going to hate this movie. But if you're like, you just want like some mindless action and you're like, I want to watch people drive fast. I like one-liners.
But let's not forget some good one-liners. We got seconds left. What's the biggest message of the film? Say it with me.
Oh,
family. Have a good night, guys.